There is a response from Professor Kojo Asare. I find Professor Azar. Munim seni yana mepe his reaction on national issues. There is a response on Adiebia Nansenya Ebabontin say Kojo Oppong Nkrumah akwa. For people who don't know, I'll just give you the brief and then we'll go into the story. Inti assembly ni nane say yenim the legal vacation in Sensemo Baso. Say was a judges call vacation. Supreme Court Chief Justice Emma order. Say judges need be any kwan so call and all that. No, MPP4 obviously are not happy about that decision. And unti Omobabontin by Kekan Sembebre Etia, the Chief Justice, you know, they were under the Ghana Bar Association for Kansemon Beka and all that. Nanini Nemuno Kojo Oppong Nkrumah Fechiri Ede a year Chief Justice na court or sue the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice Adia Woyenye. Now, no, Professor Kojo Asare at the response about. So basically, that's that. And then, your first time, or subscribing, and click the notification bell on so. Here is our latest news. Be about on Sabeka. This video is kindly sponsored by Corporate Logistica, a vehicle management company. Ewa Ghana ha. Nejuma mo yene very simple. Say, oh, cargo vehicle, car kesieno, ana ahia car. Now, per second ye juma ma na onya so mfa so nko ande ha. Fashe Corporate Logistica nsa. Omwanka sabe pe driver makano. Omwanka sabe ye maintenance okane ho. At the end of the day, what can you yell no? Mema wa kitia 2 times. What you say? Every month, obeji akitia 2 times. From was 059 8022 I say Professor Asare punches holes into Oppong Nkrumah's Supreme Court suit over legal vacation. I say Professor Kojo Asare has challenged the constitutional basis of a lawsuit filed by former Information Minister Kojo Oppong Nkrumah over the Chief Justice's decision to allow selected criminal trials to continue during the legal vacation. Also, Professor Asare, popularly known as Kojo Azar, questioned whether the Chief Justice's directive to selected judges to sit during the vacation amounts to a violation of constitutional rights as alleged by Mr. Oppong Nkrumah. Ntutie nsemo a year Professor Asare Walker will be some very simple question. Say Chief Justice in Sensemo ya kosui senior Kojo Oppong Nkrumah epese trese a year violation. Professor Kojo Asare question, very simple question. I will be sir. You know, I say Mr. Oppong Nkrumah has invoked the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court in writ number J1/29/2026, seeking declaration that the Chief Justice warrants are unconstitutional. Among other things, he argues that allowing selected criminal cases to proceed during the legal vacation amounts to unequal treatment and violates constitutional protections on equality, administrative justice, workers' rights, and the exercise of discretionary power. But in a detailed commentary, Professor Asare said he struggled to identify the alleged constitutional violations. He questioned what about the Chief Justice's decision to direct some judges to continue hearing criminal cases could, without more, be considered unfair, unreasonable, arbitrary, capricious, or biased under Article 23 and 296 of the Constitution. And so let us read a year Professor Kojo Asare ninsemo awodi tu dwano senia debiaye no o say exactly what about directing judges to continue pending criminal trials is without more, unfair, unreasonable, arbitrary, capricious, or biased, he asked. Professor Asare said the fact that the exercise of discretion affects different people differently does not by itself establish that the discretion was exercised arbitrarily. He noted that judicial administration routinely involves decisions on which counts on which courts sits, which judges hear particular cases, and which matters should receive priority. Or we not say there must surely be something more than some judges were selected to hear some cases to establish a violation of Articles 23 and 296, he argued. Professor Asari also challenged Mr. Oppong Nkrumah's argument that continuing selected criminal cases during the vacation amounts to selective justice. He said the constitutional guarantee that all persons are equal before the law does not require every case to be heard at the same time, at the same speed, or according to an identical timetable. According to him, courts routinely differentiate between cases based on factors such as the age of a case, whether an accused person is in custody, the availability of witnesses, and the potential consequences of delay. Also, equality before the law does not prohibit rational differentiation in judicial case management, he said. Professor Asari further questioned which constitutionally prohibited ground of discrimination and Article 17 was implicated by the Chief Justice's decision. He argued that simply showing that one case is being heard during the legal vacation while another is not does not establish unconstitutional discrimination. I'll say on the argument that the Chief Justice Directive violates the rights to rest, leisure and holidays, Professor Asari said Articles 24 and 3610 do not create a constitutional entitlement for judges and lawyers to have August and September free from court proceedings. Wait there. Oshe Kojo Oppong Nkrumah ne nsema wode ba ruling na ne de ma no. Nsema oka o ade we enye free and Professor Azatre ne nsema sa. Enye free saying. And you see, there was a perfect analysis Edu Jitamaklo eyeye. Or say out of the cases ni ne organ and over 90 cases ena omo during the legal vacation ebekoso. But the fact that MPP Fasha that single out omo 2 cases no epese lucky say omo 2 cases ne pe ena ye man akoso no wanwa. And you see, the media is not talking about that. In the end, they say Professor Azar the sa response we aba.
Ghana ni bia wutie me no book we eye asset ba ko a e wo se wo keep e wo fie. To book we ma wo ho, to ma oba, to ma obi biara osombo e wo wabrabo mu, wadanfo, obi a opese odi e wabrabo mu bia no, to sa book we your friend the Ghanaian investor. Na sa book we bet show different forms of investment a obetumi aye e wo Ghana ha. Licensed investments. The first one is a emergency fund. Book we bet show send you set up emergency fund. Abrabo aye boy bibia betumi ato. If you have an emergency fund, ebeba na ba be save you. Oka betumi ase wo kwan so. Obetumi ayare, oba betumi ayare. Nini na emergency fund no ebe take control of all those situations. Book no be sanso atre wa bia ye endowment fund. I'll be to media protecting a new future. Na sa endowment fund no nyame mpengu ukokonya accident na untumi nye juma bioma, it will take care of you for the rest of your life. Book no besan so atrel send ya obe set up a personal pension fund. Nkrofo bebre eye juma wie ekọ retirement omukọ retirement we no mo ho aba betwe mo o set up a personal pension fund. That will not be your case. Most importantly, book we bet show how to invest in the Ghana Stock Exchange. Now Ghana Stock Exchange investment basically it means you are buying ownership of Ghanaian companies. Now Ghana Stock Exchange it is one of the best performing markets in the whole world. A lot of people are making money from the Ghana Stock Exchange, but they don't know how to invest in it. Book we bet show sadie no. Your investment be why your friend mutual fund. Book we bet show how to invest in a mutual fund. Now mutual fund you don't need to be rich to invest in a mutual fund. I remember an example. You find say wa ba fresh. Now what per license mutual fund e wo Ghana ha say opese odi usikashim. Say to me invest 500 cedis every single month. Ewo a Ghanaian mutual fund moi. By the time I will be 19 years no. Now I done millionaire. Yan fan say oh our CB we did 10. Ope say that chibi odiye. Every month for 500 cedis a mutual fund boom emano. By the time I will bano and our fast no obedi 29 years no. Now oye millionaire. Wankasa utie me we di 40. Now so washa unye investment biya. And no one say obey mutual fund every month for 500 cedis a shame. By the time obedi 59 years no. Now when you 1 million Ghana cedis. Into mutual fund no. That is how it works. Small money every single month. By the time embre ebebano nesikano ayekese. Book we better sanya manina. So open book no ni PDF and I say ni tree video. Free. And I say WhatsApp number na ewo book ni so sisia. Now say we a Ghana ni na wa brochure. Now pay hard copy of the book a very simple call Amazon. Now search for the Ghanaian investor. Place the order. Baby I will be able to ship it. Eddie Abreu. Medasi.